But you mentioned something there, like finding something else that can be like an inspiration. Because I just started trying to learn like playing in open E.
Hmm.
First, I thought, oh, let me try B Derek Trucks, but then obviously that's really hard.
Right. Yeah.
But
It's
I
pretty
still
good.
really love the open E tuning, and also because I don't fully understand like the which chord I'm playing it when I play on open E. So everything sounds fresh,
Hmm.
and
Sure.
I don't know if that's something you discovered when you started playing the baritone. I mean, I guess you had more knowledge maybe about what you played and stuff like that. But did it feel like something along those lines, or?
Um, I mean, yeah, I think well, like, like I said before, I mean, the chord shapes are the same. It's
Yeah,
just in
yeah.
a different tuning, so I didn't really think so much about what key the songs were in. I just really was thinking about composition and form and coming up with the coolest riffs that I could find. And what's neat about the baritone is that you take a cool guitar riff and turn it into the
Mm.
baritone, and it's like three times as cooler. you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's fun. And I would kind of mess around with effects a little bit, and for
Mm.
a lot of the songs, I'll run the baritone through some kind of an octave pedal, which is just makes like a really huge sound. And so yeah, I guess I don't. Sometimes I'll pick up a baritone and write on the baritone. Other times I'll pick up a guitar and start writing, and then transfer it over to baritone, and see if it makes more sense there. It's just it's when it works. You get that feeling like, okay, this is going to be a cool baritone song, and then you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just kind of keep going with it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I
Yeah.
love that you love kick-ass riffs too, man.
Well,
That's what it's all
I mean,
about.
I'm a rock guy, at heart, really. I mean, I love for all the funk and R&B and other things that I do and really love. I mean, I grew up on rock and riffs, so I think, I mean, there's nothing better than a great riff.
Hmm.
I think
Exactly.
so.
But
I'm wearing a
who was
King's
your?
X t-shirt. Talk about riffs.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't know their music too well, actually.
Oh, you should.
Yeah,
Everyone should know their music. They're like one of the greatest bands of all time.
I need to check it
Definitely.
out.
Oh yeah.
But so, who else was the inspiration to you, like when it comes to kick-ass riffs?
Um, let's see. I mean, I think probably some of the early. I mean, some of the earliest riffs I heard were, whatever Jimi Hendrix playing, because he was one of my
Mm.
early guitar influences. Like a riff like the song "Easy Rider." This is a great riff. I love the riffs that, like, Alice in Chains does. I
Mm.
love King's X riffs. I love Eddie Van Halen's riffs. I love Ozzy Osbourne's riffs. I mean, there's some Mountain, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the James Gang, the Eagles. I mean, like, gosh, Metallica. I mean, there's a million great riffs out there. It's funny you mentioned this. I was doing a rehearsal yesterday with some friends. We put together a band just to start playing, kind of like tribute cover shows, but it's all music from like the 70s and 80s, like Steely Dan and Toto and Hall and Oates
Nice.
and all that great stuff. We call it dad rock, because we're all dads. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what dads in the 80s used to listen to. Um, anyway, so after the rehearsal, we had a couple beers and started playing like 90s grunge music, Nirvana and Soundgarden and all these great riffs that we all just remembered from our childhood. And so, yeah, there's a wealth of great riffs out there. So I'm
Yeah,
always
man.
trying to find cool new ones that people are doing.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean riffs are awesome, man. I remember I was really late to the game, I think, but Audio Slaves. I don't remember the name of the record now. It might be their
I think it was
second
just called
record.
Audio Slave. Did they make two records? Maybe they did.
I think
They had
so.
some
Maybe
great
even three.
riffs. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah. But what's his name again? The guitar player, Tom
Tom
Morello.
Morello.
He has some cool
Yeah,
riffs.
totally. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, there was an era in guitar, especially, I mean, there's some great riffs in the 90s,
Hmm.
really good ones. And, I guess Audio Slave maybe is more early 2000s, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's Rage Against the Machine essentially, just with Chris Cornell, so, but I mean, it's a different band, but the riff writing is still Tom Morello. So yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's
Exactly.
incredible.